Beyond the Badge is brought to you by the Edina Crime Prevention Fund.
Welcome to Beyond the Badge, a program about the inner workings of the Edina Police and Fire Departments. Thanks for joining us. I'm Officer Brian Hubbard. The faces of Edina's top public safety officials are changing. Tom Schmitz will begin work as Fire Chief next month, succeeding Marty Scheer, who retired in November. Schmitz is returning to Edina, where he started in 1993 as a paramedic firefighter. He was promoted to Battalion Chief in 1999, where he was in charge of the department's training and safety programs, supervised paid on-call firefighters, and helped form the Special Operations Team. He also oversaw construction and operations of the South Metro Public Safety Training Facility. Schmitz left Edina in 2011 to be an assistant chief for the Eden Prairie Fire Department.
Tom's the right guy for a couple of reasons. One, Tom's a strong leader, and I think that's very important, not only in the fire station itself, but of course on scene. The other thing I really like about Tom, though, is he's an educator. You know, Tom has spent a lot of his career being in charge of training, so he knows about adult education. He knows how to talk. He knows how to listen. He knows how to get people to understand complex ideas and concepts. And I'm looking forward to having Tom do that on behalf of Edina Fire.
Now the search is underway for a new police chief. Jeff Long left Edina last month to become Lakeville's Chief of Police. Deputy Chief Dave Nelson is serving as Edina's interim police chief. The frigid landscape of single and negative digit temperatures last month had us cranking up the heat, regularly using our fireplaces and letting our cars idle until they were nice and warm. The potential for carbon monoxide poisoning exists year-round, but because we exist mainly in sealed homes and offices and use heated appliances more often during the winter months, there is a need for increased CO awareness. Since we tend to keep our windows and doors closed tight in the winter, a lack of ventilation can create higher levels of CO. Partially or fully blocked chimney flues and exhaust vents can be a culprit of increased levels of carbon monoxide, as can the operation of appliances like portable space heaters. Even running your vehicle in an attached garage with the garage door open can contaminate the air in your home.
Well, it's not safe to idle your car in an attached garage, or even a detached garage for that matter. The main reason, especially in cold weather like we're having currently, you have an increased density of air on the outside of the garage. And even though your door is open, it kind of creates like an effect of a wall. And the gas builds up in the garage, the CO gas that everybody hears about that you don't want to be breathing, and effectively increases the pressure in the garage and pushes that even into your house. So especially with the attached garage, if your door is open or you have leakage around the door, it's going to push that exhaust into the living portion of your home.
Carbon monoxide is dangerous because you cannot see it, smell it, or taste it. Those who have been exposed to unsafe amounts of CO are often unaware of the problem because symptoms can be confused with those of the flu or a common cold. Positioning CO detectors on every floor and outside of sleeping areas is a recommended preventative measure for homeowners and mandated for rental properties. Monitors should be checked monthly and batteries should be replaced every 6 months.
If you suspect you have CO poisoning, you want to make sure you call 911 right away. What we can do is we can come out and we can not only monitor for CO in your home to confirm what types of levels we're dealing with. If that is in fact the case, we also have the ability, since we provide the paramedic ALS ambulance service, to take care of you and start treatment as well as get you to the proper facility.
The current acceptable exposure limit for carbon monoxide, as determined by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, is 50 parts per million as an 8-hour time-weighed average. CO detectors are engineered for early detection and trigger well before this threshold is reached. Because most of us don't expect to find ourselves in a car accident, we don't often think about the steps we'd take after the fact. Typically, the average driver understands that a car crash is followed by an exchange of driver's license and insurance information. But questions such as, am I free to leave the scene of the accident? Should I call the police? What if I don't have my insurance information on me? Are harder to answer. Let's join Fire Captain Ryan Quinn, who is with Officer Kenna Dick, to shed some light on the matter in a new segment called What to Do If.
Thanks, Brian. We're here today with Officer Kenna Dick. How are you doing today?
Good.
And we're going to be talking about what to do if you're involved in a traffic accident. So a lot of slippery roads and a lot of car crashes, some minor, some major. But on a minor car crash, what should people expect to do, and how should they handle this?
It's not even necessary to, every time you're involved in even a minor crash, to contact the police. A police report is only necessary really if there's more than $1,000 worth of damage to either or one single vehicle or property.
And if people aren't quite sure what is $1,000 worth of damage, they can call 911.
Absolutely, because it would be hard to determine what exactly is $1,000 worth of damage. Go ahead, call the police. We can respond to the scene and help you exchange that information, especially if the other driver is uncooperative or if there's any question about what information to exchange, we can assist with that.
And say it's a small fender bender.
Okay, so if you are involved in an accident, first of all, make sure everybody's okay, because that's the number one concern.
If everybody's not okay, obviously call 911 right away.
Absolutely, because you want to get the police and paramedics started right away. So if everybody's okay and there's just a little bit of damage to the vehicles, I would recommend that you pull off safely, because it's to make sure that you're not unnecessarily blocking traffic, because we wouldn't want you to get hit again if you are blocking traffic.
Cars stopped in traffic lanes can create additional accidents, compounding the problem.
Absolutely.
So if it's convenient to pull off the road, absolutely do that. And if it's, say, on the crosstown or Highway 100, major interstate, same thing goes, same rules?
Well, in that case, if the cars are drivable, maybe pull off on the next exit to remove yourself from the freeway. Otherwise, remove yourself as far to the shoulder as possible.
Great advice. As far as exchanging information, names, insurance companies, is there anything additional that they should be exchanging with each other?
I would say the two most important things are the names and telephone numbers. Therefore, if you forget any information, you can always contact the other driver. But yes, names, address, telephone numbers, and vehicle information, as well as insurance information.
Great advice. Thank you very much for your time here today. I hope this helps out everybody what to do if they get in a small traffic crash.
Thank you.
Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Ryan. The city of Edina enjoys its reputation as a low-crime community. Even so, that does not mean residents are immune from becoming targets of criminal activity. It is not uncommon for Edina police to receive reports of thefts from autos. Since October 1st of last year, 10 such thefts have occurred in Bredesen Park. Every instance of theft occurred during the day and resulted in car windows being broken to gain access to the vehicle. In 9 of the 10 thefts, loss of purse or wallet was reported. Residents, however, can practice preventative measures to greatly decrease the likelihood of becoming a victim.
One of the best ways to prevent being a victim of theft from auto is not to leave valuables in your car in the first place. A car is not a vault. So yes, absolutely do not leave your items in there or assume if you toss it in the glove box and lock the glove box that's going to defeat them. That can be easily pried open within less than a second with a heavy screwdriver.
Patrols have since increased in Bredesen Park. Visitors are encouraged to call 911 should they witness any suspicious activity. On behalf of my co-host, Fire Captain Ryan Quinn, and the City of Edina's Public Safety Team, thanks for tuning in to learn a little bit more of what goes on beyond the badge. Until next time, stay safe.
Beyond the Badge is brought to you by the Edina Crime Prevention Fund.